Hey guys, welcome to Twin Flame Truth TV. I'm Elle Hari, Twin Flame Alchemist, writer, teacher, and coach. And in today's episode, we're going to talk about how the way you treat yourself is the way your twin flame treats you. And this really goes back to the whole truth of the matter and the fact of the matter that you are your twin flame, and your twin flame is you. Now, just clarifying that a bit first, that does not mean, obviously, that you are the same person. You are not the same physical body, obviously. You're not the same mind. You're not the same personality. Yes, just like with anyone else, you and your twin flame could have very similar character traits. You could have very parallel, almost physical lives. You could share very much of the same likes and dislikes, especially in terms of things that you're really passionate about because you have the same soul, and soul passions are obviously the same. But when it comes to like physicality, your physical bodies, your mind, your thoughts, your personality, that's not the same. That's not what I'm talking about. When I say you are the same, you are exactly the same. Your twin flame is you. You are your twin flame. I'm talking about who you really are, which is not your body, your personality, your mind, any of that. It's the underlying you. Energy. You are the exact same energy. And so with energy, what happens with energy is where your attention goes, your energy flows, right? So what you really want is for your twin flame to invest in you. You want your twin flame to invest their attention onto you, their energy onto you. You want your twin flame to invest their time with you, right? And so to do that, you must put your attention, so therefore your energy must be invested on yourself. It doesn't work where you would invest it on your twin flame to try to get your twin flame to reciprocate, because twin flames don't work that way. It's not like every other relationship. Every other relationship, yes, that makes total sense. I'll give to you and you give to me, and it's an equal exchange, and that's great. Not with twin flames. It does not work that way, because that is not another being. That is you. So if you put your attention out away from yourself, even if it's onto the physical body of your twin flame, guess what? That means your energy is flowing away from yourself. And that means what is also flowing away from yourself? Your twin flame, because your twin flame is your same energy, right? We have to separate the fact that you're the same energy from the fact that you're two separate bodies. Because we are not our bodies, we are the energy under our bodies, all of us. So to put this into more perspective, so you want your twin flame's attention onto you, right? Well, where your attention goes, your energy flows. So if you put your attention onto yourself, that means your energy is going to flow onto yourself. That means your twin flame's energy, you're bringing your twin flame onto yourself, and therefore your twin flame's attention is going to come onto you, right? That's how it works. So, and when I say you need to put your attention and your energy onto yourself, that has to be all in, guys. That has to be, you need to put yourself the main number one focus of all of your attention and energy, all of it. I don't care what else you do in your life. I don't care if you have an amazingly successful career that requires your attention most of the time and that you've been putting first. I don't care if you have kids that you've been putting first. I don't care that you have, a sick relative that you've been putting first. All those things are, important and significant and part of life. I get that. But this is you we're talking about. This is your journey. And yes, in the physical world, we are taught to believe that it's so selfish and wrong somehow for us to put ourselves first instead of other people who supposedly might need us, or other things that might need us. But that's totally contrary to this whole entire truth of this journey, which is self-love. Self-love means you put yourself first. And that has to be all in. All of your attention and energy needs to be invested in yourself. That has to do with attention, has to do with your time. It has to do with your energy. It has to do with your finances or other resources. It all needs to be first invested onto you. right? All in, because it's all energy. It's not distinguished into those categories and labels. Energy is just energy. So if you're holding back in one area, you're holding back energy, regardless of what that area is. If it's time, if it's money, if it's, just actual energy, right? And so that means if you're holding back in one area, that means you're holding back energy, period. And so that means your twin flame is going to be you're going to be holding back your twin flame from focusing on attention on you, right? You need to do all you can in every which way there is to put your attention on yourself. And by that, I mean in this journey. You need to invest in yourself through this journey, because this is your fate here. This is your destiny, right? For this lifetime, your soul is ready. It's not going to let up. It's not like, oh, I met my twin flame, but I'm going to forget about them and then just like forget about this whole entire journey. Your soul's not going to let that happen, not for very long. Okay. Your soul is ready, because this is more than just about being with your twin flame. This is your first step of your ascension. And there's no stopping that. You can't fight against that. There's no way. So, you might as well just, kind of like, surrender and go gracefully and gracefully comply with it. And that means putting 100% attention and energy, your energy, onto it and onto yourself. And therefore, your twin flame's attention comes following. You're showing your twin flame energetically how to treat you. And by doing the work of this journey that I teach, that I am sharing with you, that's how you truly love yourself. And when your attention and energy goes to loving yourself all in, then your twin flame has no choice but to come and love yourself too, right? That's how it works. It's not that, oh, I'm loving my twin flame more, so he or she's gonna love me more. No, every other relationship, go to town, do that. That's great, but that's not how the twin flame thing works, because they're not a separate being. They are the same being. So you need to keep your attention and your energy focused on you. And at this point in your lifetimes, it's this journey now. That's your number one priority. It has to be. Now, I'm not saying you need to neglect your kids if you have kids. I have kids too. I love them to death. Yes, I sacrifice a lot for my kids. But still, you're only as good as how good you are for other people, right? So if you're not at your best of a being, which is what this journey is getting you to, and if you're miserable and because you're not putting the right amount of attention and energy onto yourself, then you're not the best person to help or be there for anyone else, including your kids. You're not the best parent if you're not the best you. You're not the best employee if you're not the best you. You're not the best friend if you're not the best you, right? You need to put yourself first, and only then are you going to be the best you, which you can put your best self into then helping, assisting, being dependable for others. But you have to be dependable for you first. It always starts with you, right? And of course, in the twin flame journey instance, regarding your twin flame, that is your twin flame. So when you are putting your attention and your energy onto you by doing this journey, you're also doing it onto your twin flame, because you are your twin flame and your twin flame is you. See how it's like a circle, right? Everything in this journey, everything doing with the soul is a big circle. It's one big cyclical thing. It's universal law, the universal law of like cyclical movement, basically. The universal law of vibration says that energy moves in cycles. And it does. And so this journey, just this part of the journey, just like everything else, is a cycle. So you put your attention onto yourself by, like, for example, doing this journey right now, because this is where your destiny is, where you are right now. You need to focus on this journey, put yourself first. You put your attention and then for your energy onto you, your twin flame then puts their attention and energy onto you. But as you're putting your attention and energy onto you, you're also putting it onto your twin flame, because your twin flame is you. See how that's like a circle? Yes, that's how it works. So just like many things in this journey and everything in this journey, it's one big circle. But yeah, that's how it works, and that's how it has to work. Start putting yourselves first. That is self-love. People want to know, how do you love yourself? Well, that's how you do it. First of all, you have to put yourself first. You have to make yourself the number one priority. And again, if you're watching this and you're on this journey, this work is your number one priority. It has to be. Your soul's not going to let up. So you have no choice. Eventually, I mean, you're just going to have to give in. You might as well do it now, right? I mean, or just, you're just going to prolong your misery until all of a sudden, I mean, you just finally realize that, yay, I have to do this. So yeah, so I just wanted to jump on here and say that in this episode, because it is very important to realize that your twin flame is going to reflect back how you treat yourself, and treat you the way you treat yourself. And quite frankly, a lot of people will anyway, because once you do start making yourself a priority and you establish boundaries and do that, other people will start to respect those boundaries and therefore respect you and therefore love you, right? In a way. But anyway, so yeah, always know that how you're treating yourself, where your attention is where your twin flame's attention is. So keep it on yourself if you want your twin flame's attention on you. And that concludes today's episode. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in another episode, and of course in the question of the week. Have a great week. Lots of love.